Good morning. This is Linda, and you're at Icky Chic Designs. This is the first episode for a new series of videos and a project that I'm very excited about. I'm calling it Hugs and Stitches, and I have put a complete post on my community tab so that it's easy for you to read what the intent of this initiative is and what I want to accomplish. Basically, it's where we as stitchers can use our talents to help others in our community. There are all kinds of programs out there where you can be charitable, but I think it's very personal when we can take something that we personally love, like our hobbies, and we can use that as an avenue to help others. Now, what I'm doing here is called Hugs and Stitches, and it's just where we're going to think about making something small. Like I'm thinking about making some of these little hearts and maybe stuffing them, maybe making a set, one a little bigger, one a little smaller. One could be maybe hung on as a purse charm or on a backpack or on anything really. The other maybe could be stuffed in the pocket. Maybe a little stuffed one that's put in the pocket and you could touch it and hold it. But what these are is every stitch represents a hug. And so the person receiving it will know that while we can't solve their problems, we do want them to know that we see them, that we're aware that they're suffering, and that our heart goes out to them and our well wishes go out to them. And we want to hug them virtually in some way. And so a stitch is a hug. And however many stitches, look how many hugs you could get. I'm starting out by making some small books. This is a 3x5 book, and it's all hand stitched. So this is the cover. I'll be putting one signature, I believe, inside. And I'm going to be adding this little ornament here on the back. But this could be held, and when a person receives it, I will put a letter in it that explains what my intent is, and that each stitch they see, feel, and touch is a hug. And so anytime they need a hug, just look, there's hundreds on here. Enough hugs to last a very, very long time. And you know, we're comforted by things that we hold sometimes. Children are comforted by favorite toys, and adults are comforted too. How many times have you sat curled up on the couch or bed and hug a pillow because you just felt distressed? Well, sometimes we just need to touch and hold something. And so that's what I want to be doing with this. Now, this is just an introduction. I'll be explaining a little bit more and showing you a little bit more how I'm constructing my book. But as stitchers, you can make anything. The only thing is, make it with the intent to gift it, to give it away. That's the whole intent of this initiative. Make it small enough that it can be hand held, okay? It can be hand stitched or machine stitched. It doesn't matter, whichever one. I think the hand stitch carries a little more personal touch, but if you don't like the hand stitch and you'd like to join this, please feel free to use your sewing machine. Okay, read more in the community post, and I'll also be talking more about this as I make the videos. And I will be showing you the items that I'm making, and I will be telling you about what I do specifically with each one of them and who they go to, not naming the person as such, but who and why they go to a certain person or place. And so let's get started on this together. And please tell your friends, anyone who has a skill in stitching, that they might want to join this. You can follow through the videos here on my YouTube channel, or you can connect with my Facebook group. The link is in the description below. Whichever way you want to join. Don't be bashful. Drop the comment. Leave your name and your country you're going to be working in. And let's make this grow. I would love to get 1,000 stitchers in 100 countries around the world. Wouldn't that be wonderful, knowing that we've got that big a community and we're all giving back using our skills and our love of stitching. Okay, let's do this, okay? We can do this. We can make a difference. Till next time, bye-bye. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hugs and Stitches. This is a project that's very dear to my heart, and I really want to invite all of you who are interested to join me in this journey. Now, this is a series that's going to be ongoing for quite some time, because we're going to talk about these books and how they affect our life and the life of the ones that we gift it to. The Hugs and Stitches are little special books which embody the warmth and comfort of a hug. Each stitch within it represents a heartfelt embrace, a reminder that the person receiving it is cherished and never alone. We want to create these with the intention of gifting them. Now, we're going to get a lot of pleasure ourselves as we make these. A lot of mindfulness, a lot of meditative time stitching, a lot of creating time, designing time, just fun time, just using up our scraps, our thrifting for particular things that we want to put in these little books. Any size, any fabrics, anything you want to put in them. But it's a charitable thing that we want to do, because each of the books we make, we don't want to keep them. We want to give them. Who could benefit from these? Children often benefit from a special stuffed toy or something that they carry that gives them comfort. Sometimes a soft little book that's special for them is something that they could treasure and hold, just like they hold that little toy that's so special to them that brings them comfort. Older ones who have lost so much of their intellectual powers, and they rely so much on just things around them, tactile touch, for just a little inspiration, for just a little bit of affection and feeling and connection with the world they live in. I'm thinking about creating these for the local family crisis center. Sometimes battered women and children could really use something special and small that they can hold. And when they have something that's their very own, wouldn't that be totally special to them? Assisted living facilities, nursing homes, hospitals were allowed, can be given to cancer patients and others that are undergoing such terrible ordeals in their life. There are just so many opportunities in our communities to be charitable and to use our skills to promote that charity. So I'm going to be creating these along, and I will be creating videos about each of my books, and then I'm going to also make a record and inform all of you of what I do with these books, and I won't name people, of course, but how and why I give them to the place or person. And so if you're interested in doing something like that, please follow along with this. I intend to use the hashtag Hugs and Stitches. And so if we all do that, we can all have a running dialogue of how our efforts are going. If you have personal stories of ones that you want to make this book for, or that you gifted it to, and how it was received, or the difference that it might have made in someone's life, whatever stories that you have to share, please do using the hashtag Hugs and Stitches. We can find that. Now, the intent of the book is to provide, of course, us, but the person who receives it, a tangible connection to love and support, no matter where life takes them. Just as every stitch is crafted with care and represents a hug and a symbol of the affection and thoughtfulness that we have for others. As the person who receives this explores the different fabrics and patterns and tactile experience within these little books, hopefully they will feel the embrace of those who care, like yourself, who make these little books and who distribute them, who make the effort to make a difference in someone's life. So I hope that you will join in with me. I'll be talking more about these books and their purpose in videos to come. I'm also preparing a gift letter that will accompany the book when we give it, that I can share with you, and if you'd like to use that, I'll make that available. This is my first little book, and you can see that I have a front and a back. This will fold over like that. It's a very small little book, fits in my hand like that. And I'm probably going to put one or two at the most signatures in there, and then sew those in. This is my little spine here, and I'll be sewing those in. Now I'm making the inside cover right now for this one, so that that will become the inside, okay? And depending on how thick my next signature in, it may just be one signature, which would make 4 pages, front and back, including this one, front and back, and this one. But we'll see how it can take it. I might make it more stuff than that, put 2 signatures in, and then attach a tie around it. But the more little pieces of interest we can put in color and texture, in shape, and just the stitches can be varied using all kinds of stitches. It just will give the person receiving it a real experience. They can feel it and touch it. They can see the stitches and feel them, and the little ornaments, if we put them, and the charms and the buttons and the beads and whatever we put them in. Being careful to craft them specifically. For instance, if it was for a child, that we might not put beads and things like that they could get in their throats. But if we have someone specific in mind, that would be a good thing, or just simply a child and an adult category, male and female even. So, but this is my first one in the series of Hugs and Stitches. And so I'm bringing you along with me, and I hope that you will join me. And also, you'll find a link to my Facebook group where we do all kinds of stitches, and that would, if you feel like joining that, be a great place to post your things. Or if you post on Instagram, tag me so I can see them. Or if you have a channel here and you post on your channel, I'd really appreciate you tagging me, and so we can encourage each other to continue this project. There is no time factor. There's no amount that you have to make. This is going to be an ongoing thing for me, and I just want to share it with you and encourage you to do something with your skills that benefits someone else. And so again, every Hugs and Stitches book needs to be given away, okay? It needs to be gifted. And so let's do this, all right? And let's make a difference in somebody's life. Till next time, lots of hug and stitches to you.